Hi guys, good morning and welcome to our PE lesson today. We're going to start off by doing a warm-up for our PE lesson, and we're going to be doing a game that I know my class have played with me before, but I'm not sure about the rest of you, and it's called the bean warm-up. So what's going to happen is you're going to walk around the room and I'm going to shout out a bean, and you have to move around the room in the style of that bean. Now, usually with my class, I do a runner bean, but we're not going to do the runner bean today. Sorry about that, but there's not enough room in our houses. We don't want to knock things over. So the beans that we do have is we have a broad bean where we make ourselves really, really wide, as wide as we can and move around the room. We have a string bean where we get right on above our tiptoes and stretch all the way through to our fingertips and make ourselves as tall as we can. We have a jelly bean where we wibbly wobbly all over the place like a jelly on a plate. And we have a frozen bean. When I say frozen bean, you have to freeze, that's right. So what you do is you move around the room, and when I shout out the bean, you have to travel around the room in the bean that I've called out in that way. So let's go over them again. So we have a broad bean where we make ourselves really wide, stretching out wide. We have a string bean where we stretch right up through our fingers and try and touch the sky. And we have a jelly bean where we go all wibbly wobbly, and we have frozen bean, that's right. So go on, move around the room. Keep going, make sure you're listening. Broad bean. Excellent, make yourselves really wide. Move around the room as wide as you can. Excellent, now move around the room normally again. Move around the room. String bean, that's right, get up on those tiptoes, stretch. Stretch, no lazy legs and lazy arms, stretch all the way through, up onto your tiptoes, right the way through to your fingertips. Super, move around the room normally again. Jelly bean, go on, wibble, wibble, wibble like a jelly on a plate. Who can I see wibbling really well? Oh, lots of jellies out there, well done. And move around as normally as you can. And frozen bean. Don't move, don't scratch your nose. Can I see who's moving? Boy, you guys are good at this. And move around the room normally. Keep going. String bean. That's right, stretch up, stretch up, stretch all the way through those feet. Go on your tiptoes. Move around, move around. Broad bean. Go on, make yourself really wide. Super. Jelly bean. Go on, wibble, wobble. And frozen bean. Anyone picking their ears? No. Excellent, well done. Well, in PE today, we're going to be thinking about a different nursery rhyme. We're going to be thinking about Humpty Dumpty. Should we say it together? Are you ready? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Quite a sad nursery rhyme, that one, isn't it? Should we sing it again? Are you ready? So, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Excellent. So we're going to be thinking about that rhyme today, and we're going to be making a Humpty Dumpty dance. So the first thing we're going to do is going to be thinking about all the characters that are in our nursery rhyme Humpty Dumpty. There's 3 characters in our Humpty Dumpty rhyme. Can you tell me those characters? Have a think for a minute. Oh, I think I know them. Go and shout them out to me. Who are they? Say it again. Yeah, so we have Humpty Dumpty. Who else do we have? I think I heard it. We have the horses. What's the last people that we have? That's right, the kings. So we have Humpty Dumpty, the horses, and the kings. Now, we're going to move around the room in the style of those characters. So the first character we're going to think about are the kings. How would a king move around the room? They're quite royal, aren't they? Go on, show me. How do you think a king moves around the room? Ooh. Oh, some interesting ideas there. Practice being royal, maybe give a wave. There's some excellent kings out there. Super. When I think of kings, I think of them as moving quite upright and kind of moving quite slowly and waving, looking quite posh, their head held high. Excellent. Have one more go moving around the room like a king. Super. So we practice moving around the room like a king. I wonder if you can move around the room like one of the horses. Are they going to move slow? Are they going to move quickly? How are their hands going to be? Are they going to be on all fours? Go on, show me. Move around the room like one of Humpty Dumpty's horses. I see some people who've got quite low to do their horse. Oh, some people moving quite fast, like their horses are cantering or trotting. Super. When I think of the horses, I might want to change level because when I'm being the king, I'm quite high. And sometimes in a dance, it's nice to change level. So I might go down here and move like this. I'm getting quite old, so I can't move very quickly on my knees anymore because it hurts. But I'm sure you can move quicker on your knees. Or you might want to trot around doing a little horsey gallop. How you're going to choose to do a horse. Go on, one last time, move around as if you are one of the king's horses. Super. So we've done the kings, we've done the horses. Who have we got left to pretend to be? That's right, Humpty Dumpty. Oh, how would Humpty Dumpty move around? That's a hard one. See if you guys can give me some inspiration, some ideas of how Humpty Dumpty can move around. Oh, I've got some people who are doing like a broad bean because the egg's quite round. Got some people who are wobbling from side to side. That's excellent. I was thinking about Humpty Dumpty and I thought he's quite round and he might move quite slowly and wobble around. Oh, it's hard being an egg. Go on, one last time, move around like Humpty Dumpty. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take each line of the rhyme and we're going to come up with some movements and we're going to link them together to make a Humpty Dumpty dance. So, what is the first line of Humpty Dumpty? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Ooh, what are you going to do to show Humpty Dumpty sitting on the wall? Are you just already going to be sat on the wall? Or are you going to be Humpty Dumpty walking in and sitting on the wall? Have a go at a few ideas. Excellent. I'm thinking about doing quite big, slow movements for Humpty Dumpty to go sit on the wall. So for me, I would start off over here and I'd hold a position. Then I'd be, oh, Humpty Dumpty. Quite slow, big movements. And then I'd sit on my wall in like a squat position, testing those muscles. Show me how you're going to do the line, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. You can pause the video here if you want to and have a practice. Excellent. So now you've got your movements for Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. We need the next line. So Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Oh goodness, be careful with this one. Make sure you don't hurt yourselves. How is Humpty Dumpty going to fall off your wall? Remember, we're doing a dance. So have a think about it. How is he going to do it? Is he going to roll when he falls? Go on, have a practice. Pause the video here if you need a little bit longer. When I think about Humpty Dumpty falling off that wall, I think he probably falls and then he rolls because he's quite round, isn't he, as he's an egg. So my dance would start, obviously, Humpty Dumpty's coming onto his wall. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty, I'll move back so you can see it. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And then I'd probably, do a little bit of a roll. Show me how your Humpty Dumpty falls off the wall. Super. So link the two together. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Oh, careful, don't crash into me. The next part is all the king's horses and all the king's men. So we want to try and be horses and the king's men. All the king's horses and all the king's men. Go on, put those two together. You might want to be the horses first and then the king's men. Or you might want to be the king's men first and then the horses. I think I'm going to be the horses first and then the king's men. So the kings are riding on the horses and then they get off. You can do it any way you like. Pause the video here if you want to and have a go. Right, so my part for the king's horses and the king's men went a bit like this. Are you ready? I felt like doing it up here because my knees aren't very good. All the king's horses and all the king's men. Should we see that again? I did. All the king's horses and all the king's men. So if I put that together so far, I've got Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men. Pause the video here and have a go at putting those three sections together. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men. Go on, pause it here and have a go. Okay, so the final part of our dance is the fact that they couldn't put him together again. So they'd probably be quite sad that they couldn't put him together again. Show me how you're going to show in your dance that they're trying to put Humpty Dumpty together again, but they couldn't do it. Some interesting moves there. You might want to try and pick Humpty up and put pieces back on and then shake your head because you couldn't do it. How are you going to show me? Pause the video here and have a go. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to practice it all together, saying the nursery rhyme Humpty Dumpty and doing the dance. I'll show you mine, and then what I'd really love for you to do is for you to send in videos and photos of yours so I can have a look at yours. That would be amazing. Do you think you could do that for me? Excellent. Here's mine. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men. couldn't put Humpty together again. Go and have a go at practicing yours and then send me some videos. I'll see you soon. Bye.